You chose this reading today because you're looking for ways to restore your peace of mind. My name is MIDAS MSL. I'm with Dom Your Demons Tarot, and I'm here to help you take all the aspects of yourself, even the unwanted parts, and to harness them and channel them and use them as fuel. So the theme today is, how can I restore my peace of mind? Because you deserve that. You deserve the ability to rest and be at peace even in moments of struggle. So this reading is a pick a card reading. It's timeless, and we're going to go through 3 different options. I'll show you the cards right now. And as you're looking them over, I would just give the advice that when I'm picking a deck for myself, I scan over each one, and then I feel which one makes me feel the most expansive in my chest or in my body or in my sacral chakra, and I choose like that. So it's really a physical sensation. I'm going over 1, 2, 3. So I'll just give you a second to look those over, and then we'll begin. Pile number 1, you chose the 10 of Pentacles, and this reading is about how you can restore your peace of mind back to a state of ease and safety. And the first thing that I'm getting from your reading is that what you need to do the most right now is just sink yourself into your work, sink yourself into your passions, because it's going to give you a deep sense of relief. Because by sinking into those passions, you're finally going to cut out all the other noise. I think sometimes we have a people pleaser tendency that says we need to pay attention to everyone else's needs and everyone else's moving parts. Sometimes even the people around us can even pick up on like feeling a little bit jealous because we've dove into our vocation and to devotionally headfirst diving into the work that you claim as your passion or your way forward. I would just challenge you to give yourself the safety and the permission to find as much joy as possible in that work right now, because it's going to do something for the world. And look at that. The 6 of Coins is exactly what I just said. It's going to give to the world. Like, the work that you do, it's okay that you enjoy it, by the way. I think that you need to hear that, because just because you enjoy it for selfish reasons doesn't mean that it's not going to give in service to those around you. So if you have that little people pleaser tendency, maybe that will fulfill it. Ace of Wands reverse. There is an idea that is just waiting to come to you the second you tap into your work. So the moment that you tap into whatever this passion project is of yours, or money-making project, or both, or whatever it is that you're like, that's what I need to be doing right now, the guides that you have and the muse, the great muse, that fine ass lady in the sky is going to be like, oh my God, I was waiting for you to just sit down and to type one word, and here it is. Here's our next card is the Emperor, and it's going to also bring you peace of mind because it's going to bring you confidence. Working on this project and getting this idea and then getting into the flow, you're going to be like, whoa, I didn't know that I could like feel this good about myself. I really didn't know. I love this for you. I love this for you. Here's the King of Swords reversed. Pile number 1, Queen of Swords, excuse me. Pile number 1, are you afraid that speaking on this idea or speaking on like how important it is for you to focus is going to turn some people in your life off? And I'm here right now. You are hearing this message from me because you chose this pile intuitively to hear from me that no matter what their reaction is, what you think about you and what you think about what you do is the most important thing. So if you're like, this work is what I should be doing, that's what you should be doing. And here comes the Knight of Wands with the confirmation. And I'll tell you why. The Knight of Wands don't give a fuck. The Knight of Wands is like, oh, do you have a problem with me doing this? I literally don't care. I am going to go after my goals and dreams, because if I do that, I become the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And those are people who acted on an idea and they were damn proud of it. So what may have prevented you, this is now I'm going into the past, what may have prevented you from doing this in the first place is from a poverty mentality and just a victim mentality, which we all get into sometimes. There's like always a struggle, and not always a struggle, but occasionally we come into a struggle, and that's okay. I think that kind of knocked your crutch out from under you, and you were like, I just need a second, okay? Please let me Netflix and chill. Like, please just give me a moment to Netflix and chill. You have been given your moment to Netflix and chill, but I'm telling you that at a certain point, it has a cutoff of diminishing returns, which means like at some point, it all of a sudden you're gonna be like, I'm not getting what I used to from this, you know? So, also coming up in your past is the Three of Coins. And the Three of Coins, the meaning of the Three of Coins is my great work, my life's great work, what I offer to the world. And so you may have also like gotten kicked out, like knocked down in the area of your work. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, but God within you, the God that the fractal expression of God that exists within you is coming through you now, through me, to tell you sometimes we have to just get back on the horse, dude. And here is the Six of Swords, which is a moving on. It's a really simple moving on. Like, all right, that sucked. Oh well, so what? Next. Because here's the thing, once you break that seal and you start moving forward, all of these things are going to start falling into place for you, like this, like sweet moments that aren't just work related. You know, it's like you may find that from you doing this, somebody, I'm hearing, invites you like to a really special dinner, like an outside dinner where there's like candles and all sorts of different plates and it's special. But it was because they were like, hey, I noticed what you're doing. Do you want to like come to this thing? Do you know what I mean? It's going to set about a cascade of events. And here we go with the Two of Cups. You really have beautiful energy in this spread. You really do. I'm just here to poke you because you do have beautiful energy. Why not cash in on that? And the way you cash in on it is through your passions and the thing in your head right now that you know you're supposed to be doing because you love it and because it could take you, it could put you on a road somewhere. Know what I mean? And wow, do we have a lot of sensual, sweet, romantic energy circulating in this reading. And it's all because you tapped into you and you tapped into what you did best. And then people start to notice. And so it's like, I don't know if this is romance or not. Maybe it is. Like, I could see it being like a cute little fling. Maybe you're at that dinner and there's somebody cute sitting across the table from you. And do you see how that all happened because of where you were centered in your actions? Ooh, sexy. Honestly, sometimes when I'm giving readings, it's like, okay, that's your reading. Thanks so much. See you later. Because we have like quite a few cards to go. But if you stopped this reading now, which I hope you don't, I hope you actually like and subscribe because I'm a new channel, and check out my website because I have some really cool offerings that will be explained to you on the website. But anyhow, sometimes I get like halfway through it, I'm like, cool, that's all you need to hear. And I don't think I'm gonna do that with you. Let's get into a little bit of backstory and a little bit more advice. So your next card is the 5 of Swords. And again, it's a confirmation. Yeah, but you don't know, it was so stressful the last time I did this. Like, people were stopping me, it sucked. Like, Midas, you don't get it. And guess who gets it? You know, recently I had an experience that mirrors this, so I would know. And it may have brought about something so cataclysmic, like you trying to tap in before might have sucked so bad that it pulled a relationship out of your life. And with this eclipse season that's coming up right now, you know, I don't really, this is a timeless reading, but I'm just saying, while I'm reading this in an eclipse season, I don't even pay attention to that stuff, honestly, but it's a ripper. It's a ripper outer. And anything it rips out is for the best reason. Our next card is the 8 of Wands. So, this is going in the future position. Because I swear to God, the universe just wants to know that you're made of the tough stuff, okay? It just wants to know that you can get back on the horse like a badass and kind of like get into your masculine about it. There needs to be less feelings about this, and where the feelings come in is like this is who I am. This is what I do. That's where the feelings get channeled. So shake it out, cry it out, go do a boxing class. Something like that. My advice, like my homework for you, is do a boxing class. Because listen to me, this energy is so beautiful. It's all going to start turning, but you got to take the risk. I almost hear right now from your guides, like they're like, don't tell them too much more, because we want to know like if they actually are man enough to do it. And look, obviously I'm so queer, you know, because what were we talking about? The Knight of Wands, right? The Knight of Wands wants to become the King of Wands. Isn't that what I said? This message is getting so redundant. I hope you hear me. Will you in the comments just write pile 1, hey, I heard you, loud and clear. Loud and clear. It's gonna be so sweet. And then you're gonna have to like tap back later and be like, I went to that cute little bonfire that someone invited me to because they saw my music or they saw my book or they checked out my website and we had a cute makeout session. But here's the thing. The thing you're afraid of in your subconscious mind is someone's gonna pull at you. Someone's gonna see you getting in your groove and they're gonna try and snatch you away from it. It's like almost like a subconscious thing where they're like, I see them getting in a flow, I can't have this. And it's like, they might not be doing it consciously, but either way, I don't like that shit. And it's got you in your head. And it's got you, I think that the subconscious mechanism, and right now is a good time to tell you, I teach what I like to call shadow work on steroids. I do personal coaching sessions and it's called Dom Your Demons. It's over 4 weeks. And this is the exact thing that I talk about. This is the exact thing I talk about. It's like we have this subconscious sabotaging mechanism and pattern, and we need to just look at it and dive into it. And the second that we look at it and release it through a series of techniques that I developed, I'm serious. It's like a science. And it's done wonders in my life. But enough of that. Sometimes we can't see that subconscious fear. Like I might have laid out that fear better than you understood previously. Like honestly, and that's not a cocky thing. That's just, I may have named something that you didn't realize was happening. Oh yeah, I have been resisting my work because that person always comes in and like pokes me when they see that I'm in my flow. A little hater. And it could have brought about a death. It could have made you have to kick somebody out. And we all know that takes energy to do. You know, a breakup of any kind, it takes energy away from us. And here you are in the Knight of Swords reverse going, God, get off, stop, quit it. Now, I could talk about this in a deeper way. I could tell you, this was probably not the first time you've attracted that experience. This is probably not the first time, friend. And I have to tell you that there's good news. The good news is when we really look at that. And listen, this spread is even telling me you don't even have to do that. Just do the work and it's fine. No matter who tries to get in your way, be like, la 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 la. But I will say that once you pull that root, you find that snake and you pull it out and you toss it into the trash, everything becomes so much more effective. I call that process manifestation on steroids, because we don't understand that manifesting is also working effectively without any blocks in our way. Like, we could be affirming all day in the daylight. We could be like, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich. But I'm telling you, friend, if you have a block inside of you that says, I'm not supposed to be rich, I'm not supposed to be rich, for whatever reason, that thing is always going to try and override that conscious I'm rich program that you've been saying with your mouth, because it's coming from your heart, or it's coming from your shoulders, or it's coming from your root. Next card. Queen of Cups. Just be easy. Just be easy. Don't worry too much. Okay? Like, I'm talking a lot about slaying your shadow and your inner demons, but your guides are saying, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. The reading is done. I have 10 more cards. The reading could be done. It's like that little bit of information that I gave you about the shadow is good for you to know. And while you're working on your art, ask yourself those questions. I wonder why I do keep attracting this. While you're working on your business, on your project, I wonder why I do that. Let those answers come to you naturally. I even actually, like, now's not the time to do a Dom Your Demon session with me, friend. No. And as I say that, is this bad salesmanship? I think the devil just came out because it's like, no, don't go down that road. Don't. Just focus on the light. You see that light at the end of the tunnel? Go straight towards it. I'm cock blocking my own sessions right now for you, pile one, so give a like or a comment or something. The next card is Justice. Justice. It's all gonna work out. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about the haters. About the haters who fucking suck. Don't even take a Dime Your Demons class. Rise up this morning, pray with the rising sun. See, this guy does not know this Bob Marley song. This card would not be like, 3 little birds creep on my doorstep. Be the Bob Marley song. Singing sweet songs of memories pure and true. Singing. Come on, you can do it. This is my message to you. I'm serious. I just need to sing the whole song to you. That's my message for you, okay? Don't worry about a thing, all right? Because every little thing is gonna be all right. Just relax while I'm talking to you. Just relax. Take a second. Breathe. Chill out. When you get out of this reading, you're gonna put the phone down. You're gonna make yourself a glass of green tea. So am I. Give yourself 5 minutes to cry, if that's what you need to do. And then be done with it. Be done with it. Life is short. I'm starting to realize that more than ever. Life is shorter than I knew. Here's that Empress. You've got all the Big Daddy cards in this reading. My other two piles are going to be upset. Here's the Empress. I'm sorry, this is like not... Right, there you go. My other two piles are going to be upset. You got all the good cards. Here's the last three. Drop the charade. Okay? Drop the bullshit. Stop this. I don't know. Stop. Steady. Steady. Each day that you get to work is a gift. Wake up in the morning excited, making your coffee, and then getting to work. What a gift. Drop the swords. That was your reading. My name is MIDAS MSL. I'm a new channel. If you got value from this reading, any love that you can give me while I'm starting out really helps. Cool. See you later. Pile 2, hello. You chose this reading because you are looking to restore your peace of mind. You're looking for ways to do that. And the first thing that I'm getting is that the way to do that for you, Pile 2, is a very feminine, receptive approach. You cannot bully yourself into a peace of mind. It is going inside, going deep inside, and knowing that deep inside, that's a safe place. And your first card is the World. Usually, the World is about having all the resources that you need. And in this case, it's no different. But the thing that makes it different is that all the resources you need are deep inside of yourself. You are the safe space. You are the safe space. You understand? This next card is the Moon. Even those like dark, scary feelings are all the places where you have to feel, because this is the World and the Moon together, which is like a powerful combination. You know, it's like the Earth and the Moon revolving around it. It's all within you. But even in those dark moments, do you understand what I'm saying? That's where your peace is, right underneath. Right underneath that wave is this deep surface. That's you. That's the expression of God that you are. You know? The G word doesn't have to be scary. It's whatever you call it. Source, mother, father, father, mother, like whatever. My advice to you, Pile 2, is to stop hiding from yourself. This isn't all about you. This reading has nothing to do with anyone else. Stop hiding from yourself. And my guess is, like, the thing that you might be trying to do is finding peace in other people, like social situations, like going out to the bar, or maybe like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. And if that is calling you out right now, okay, it's okay. You're the peace. Even the turbulent waves. Learning how to sink is the peace. and you say, I don't wanna. 3:33 on the clock. I don't wanna. There's this resistant feeling, and it's mirroring exactly what I'm saying, because it's right next to the moon and it's going, oh, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel it. Pull off the Band-Aid. Because whether you're feminine or you're masculine, I get the feeling that you have a lot of feminine energy. And if you're resisting the turbulent waves of that feminine power, you're resisting your power. That's your power. I would like to say, I give coaching sessions in what I like to call shadow work on steroids. So it's manifestation on steroids and it's shadow work on steroids. And why is it both? Because you pull out the shadow, you look at it, you love it, you bring it back into wholeness, and then there's no blocks keeping you from bringing in what you really want. That bully is no longer there. That's in my link. It's in my website. This is such a feminine reading. Whether you're a man or a woman or a they or a them, because you can, obviously I'm a they or a them, but listen, this is all about your intuition. This is all about your relationship with your intuition. I'm going to put this in the past. And I think that not long ago, or maybe long ago, but it feels just like yesterday, you were in touch with all of that. And maybe something came, it happened, and it like slapped you upside the head. Okay. Happens. But that high priestess is waiting for you. I'm also sensing a lack of self-care. This reading is called, How Can You Restore Your Peace of Mind? I'm going to tell you exactly how. You're going to self-care your ass back into loving health, and you're going to accept the gift. You're going to accept the gift of your emotions. They're a gift. I get so annoyed when people say, Earth is a school. I'm like, cool. Seems more like a prison to me, but whatever. You know, when people are like, it's a school, I'm like, great, I'm not evolved there, I guess, yet. But you do have this incredible opportunity in this body. You are not just a body. You are not just your friends. You are not just a bar that you go to. You are not just your social life. You are not what your parents think. You are your own mastery of your thoughts, emotions, and feelings. And I'm here to tell you today that that's really truly a possibility for you. It's yours. Whether you get guidance in that or not, it's yours. You know. You know. No one else knows. You do. Understand? I know. I know it happened. I know it sucked. I know to look at those things and to look at those emotions is almost like reliving that experience. But here's an aspect of self-mastery. What if you were to take that encapsulated tower moment, that tower experience, that shitty thing that happened in the recent past, that's really got you resisting looking at that shadow? What if, as a master, you were able to look at it like a VHS? We won't say VHS. To look at it like a YouTube video. God, I'm 36, okay? That's not even that bad, like VHS, whatever. If you were able to take that horrible experience on a screen timeline and watch all of it, and then pause, and then rewind, and then pause, and then fast forward, and then back, Oh, and then watch it at this timestamp, and then this timestamp. And all of a sudden it starts sucking the poison out. Know what I'm saying? Look at my website for coaching sessions. You of all the piles. This is in your future. The Ace of Cups is in your future. And guess where it's gonna come from? Remember this card? This refusing this gift? Listen to me. This is something you want. Okay? I don't know what this thing is, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's peace of mind. It's probably peace of mind first, before the relationship. Maybe a relationship follows soon after. But that marriage of self-care and not being afraid of the waves, so much that you could look at that tower moment from back, front, back, front. There's only good that can come from that. And one of those things is self-mastery. It's this cup, like a chalice, like a trophy. When I look at it, I see a trophy. I see a trophy. And a nourishing meal. It's like, job well done. Dinner's on me. And then pile 2. Then when you start to come back together with your friends and you tap back into the social events and the happenings and the goings on, your friends are gonna go, what's new with you? You know, they're gonna be like, what? Have you been doing something with your skin? Like, you're kind of glowing. And you'll say, thanks. Midas taught me how to reclaim all of me in this silly pick a card reading. I just started sleeping more, like, you know, getting better sleep, and I did a face mask and I journaled and I cried and I realized it wasn't that scary, honestly. This is the same energy. I don't want to do it. I don't want the gift. I don't want the gift. I'm going to tell you what I told pile 1. It's only a big deal as long as you make it that. Oh, you're going to... Some of you hate me for saying that right now. Some of you do not like me having said that right now. It's only a big deal as long as you make it. Let yourself make it a big deal. Hey, if you don't think I wasn't like crying an hour before this reading, I was. You know why? Because I let myself make it a big deal for a good reason. It was good. Now I'm done. I looked at it. Why does it need to be a big deal anymore? It doesn't, is the answer. I see this one in the future position as well. These two together make a good pair, don't they? Pretty handsome. The High Priestess just knows. She just knows. The Hierophant, he knows in a different kind of way. And that's who you're becoming in the future. He knows in a different kind of way. He knows from following the rules and doing it by the playbook and doing it right. And I think for you to restore your peace of mind wants both of those aspects of you. The masculine, like, I just did it. That's all there was to it. And I did it right. And your soul also wants, and I loved it. I loved it because I just knew. I knew who it was. I know who I am. Understand? Here's my warning to you. Just because you can't see what's ahead of you over those waves, doesn't mean, just because those waves are there doesn't mean something good isn't up ahead. And what I see is something good up ahead based on the choices you make. And that's for real. I'm just being real with you. So you can tap back into the parties and the smoking outside on the patio. And we know summer's coming up. Or you can take a month. My advice to you, Pile 2, is just take a month. Because the thing that's going to marry this high priestess and this hierophant, that feminine intuitive and that masculine wise, is temperance. He, this is an androgynous angel. We all know angels are pretty non-binary. This act that this temperance is doing is with themselves. Is it not? It is. And I see you. You're still thinking, do I do it, do I don't? Do I do it, do I don't? Take a night. Take a night to think about this. What I'm saying to you, sometimes we can go through pick a card readings like bzz, bzz, bzz. What I hope for in my readings is that they stick with you. That you think about them, you really sit with it, and you do something about it. That's my wish for these readings. Also, I'm a new channel, so any love that you send in the comments or likes or shares or follows, thank you. Hit the bell for notifications too. Okay, because here's the thing. The feeling I get from you is that you are either a feminine human, or that you have many feminine attributes. And I fear for you that if you don't look at these things, that the masculines or just the energies that you attract into your life, they'll just be subpar. Because masters are attracted to masters. Baddies are attracted to baddies. But we gotta forge that sword in a fire sometimes. Even women, like with makeup routines, you know, they like sharpen the sword. It's interesting, like even like getting sharp nails or like getting a manicure, that's like sharpening the sword. It's like keeping it tight, you know? My wish for all my readings is that they stick with you for a day or two, for a week. Remember the sharpen your sword talk? Don't let this go in reverse. You have more power than you think. Don't you, Pile 2? Don't resist what I'm saying. Please, please. And don't get in your head. Here's something that I'll tell you. We can intellectualize our feelings and think that we did the work. We can go, well, I know that I feel this way because my dad did this to me and that's what it is, and I know I'm really messed up. Okay? That's intellectualizing your feelings. That isn't the same as feeling them. Do you understand? A good way to see if you really felt them is usually when you have like a big release of emotions and then like a revelation and like it really was healing. About 10 minutes after you cry, it usually feels really like a release. Like the room is quieter. That's how you'll know you're doing the work. Comment on this reading below if you hear what I'm saying, because I'm scared that Pile 2, that you're listening to me or not, you don't hear me. Comment below that you hear what I'm saying, please. You will have friends who help you through this. You will not be alone. You don't have to be just completely isolated and solitary. You have a friend or two who totally understands you. And when it gets too deep, call them. Call them. Tell them ahead of time, hey, in the next few weeks, I'm going to be tapping into some weird shit. Do you got my back? And they'll go, totally. Let's go get coffee. Let's go to, not Starbucks. Let's go to whatever is not Starbucks. And we'll talk about it. They've got your back. And then guess what happens, pile 2? If you do it, the thing that's waiting for you, and I'm getting chills as I say this, okay? And I trust my chills. Look at that little cute black cat in the front too. Then you're the Queen of Wands, baby. Then the suitors, you know, the suitors who are coming knocking on your door with flowers behind their back, they've got better flowers. They're better people. Much better. Or they're not for like 2 nights only, 1 night only, you know? The reading is called, How Do You Get Your Peace of Mind? How can I restore my peace of mind? This is peace of mind, okay? This is your light at the end of the tunnel if you do the work. Only if you do the work. And your last card is the 4 of Wands. It's a happy ending. Give yourself the happy ending. You deserve it. Just stand up. Stand up. Don't do it laying down. Don't do it in fetal position. That's what my dad always says. Don't do it in fetal position. Check out my website below. I have sick merch. All right. My name is Midas. This is Dom Your Demons Tarot. Thanks. Hi, guys. This reading is about how you can restore your peace of mind. Okay? Well, the card that you have, pile 3, is the King of Swords. How would the King of Swords restore his peace of mind? Well, he's a great thinker. He has clarity and insight and wisdom. And it's pretty objective. The King of Swords can see things objectively. When he has done his due diligence, when he's done the work, I think the thing that is keeping you out of alignment from really having that peace of mind is, I don't think I've worked towards this thing that I need to be working towards. I don't think I've done my due diligence. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't necessarily mean like you working on your business or you working on your art. That's not what I think. I think pile 3, this is my thesis, that you haven't tapped into that peace of mind just yet because you haven't sat and reflected on your life. Now, what do I mean by reflected? You haven't given your mind and your thoughts and how you really feel about some situations time to catch up with you. And how do we do that? Well, we go on a walk and we just let thoughts come in, or we have or we play guitar for an hour and we just let ourselves get lost in it, but then a thought comes to us. But you see, the difference is we're not walking to escape, or we're not playing guitar to escape, we're not playing video games to escape. Maybe we're journaling. If I had advice for you, pile 3, and thank you for joining this reading. This is a new channel. My name's MIDAS MSL, and this is Dom Your Demons Tarot. I would say tomorrow morning, if you can, you're waking up early and you're going to a coffee shop and you're journaling and you're just going to reflect about your life right now. What could I be doing better? Or what do I think about this person? Or what do I think about my process right now? God, I haven't even pulled any cards. Isn't that funny? Your next card. Your next card is the Page of Cups. Sweet guy, the Page of Cups. That Page of Cups is a revelation. It's an offering of, that's what it is. And it's also like, oh, yeah, I know how I feel about that. And it makes your relationships easier. Easier. Sometimes when we get into a fight with somebody, it's because we don't really even know how we think about the situation. You know what I'm saying? This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm saying. The Hanged Man doesn't know. And good on him, because he's content with not knowing. That's good. That's good. But we don't have a sense of peace of mind yet. So it's like this. Tonight, or whenever you're reading this reading, it's a timeless reading. It's okay with not having the power of reflection. We say, that's all right. That's okay. But then the second that we can get to a coffee shop, we reflect. And both of those things can be true at once, right? And once we do that, we know the way to move forward. The Page of Cups comes with his insight, and the Nine of Pentacles says, told you so. I was waiting for you to come up with that realization. It's good. I don't think you knew what you wanted in the past. I think that's why you've been avoiding or dodging the situation, even though in your power, you're the King of Swords. Told you so. This reading, pile 3, is called Told You So. No, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you. Both of these cards to me in the past say, I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know. And then the Hanged Man comes and says, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay that you don't know. But maybe, maybe we just reflect. I also see that there was somebody distracting you. Karmic situation. I get feelings that you have masculine qualities. Whoever's listening to this one. Don't mind me. Yeah. This is heartbreak. This is loss. It was like you didn't know, and also you were in this toxic situation, or it was just like, even if it wasn't toxic, it was like, this is like taking energy from me because I'm sad. So how am I supposed to think clearly? Midas MSL, founder of Dom Your Demons Tarot. How am I, who I'm going to like and subscribe to right now, how am I supposed to think clearly with that? Well, it seems as though that thing's in the past, right? That thing's done and over with, at least for now. Coast is clear, right? That's what I think. Coast is clear. Coast is clear. The Chariot's ready to move forward. It's ready. You'll be ready. This reading is called How to Find Your Peace of Mind. That's how. It's so funny sometimes when I give readings. This is exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes when I give readings, I go, okay, that was the end. Like I've got 20 more cards in my hand. I'm like, that was the end. See you later. Because it's all you need to really hear. But we will elaborate and we will tell you the same message as many times as you need to hear. Let's get more details and more advice. Here is the same card that you got in the beginning, except slightly different. It's about not yet knowing how, where, and when to do the due diligence. But you know. You know. It's affirming what I said already. Don't be afraid. You know, these like future cards, they're very much like sweet and prosperous and free and open. That's the road ahead of you. Just got to be a daddy about it. Be a little objective. I'd say don't let your feelings get in the way too much, because they were a distraction and they were a burden. Drop them. This card in reverse, look at him in reverse. He can drop it so much easier. He's hanging upside down, just like the hangman. Let that heartbreak go. It has no use for you. It's doing you no good. And when you walk away into this new life, we can admit that it's a little bittersweet to walk into that prosperous new venture and that joy and that sweetness and all of those things. It can be kind of bittersweet when our person isn't coming with us. And I'll just say, I'm sorry for your loss. I am. Whatever it was, I'm sorry for your loss. Two things can be true at once, and I'll say the sweeter things are going to be more real to you than the bittersweet. Just grin and bear it. It's okay. Let yourself feel that, and then drop it, and sit back at the dinner table with your friends. Because if you don't, it's going to be a lesson you'll have to learn all over again. So do it right the first time. You're the King of Swords, after all. Pile 3. How do you restore your peace of mind? Initiate the conversation with yourself, with your higher self, and let it answer, and then act on it. And let your feelings, let them express, and then be done with them. It's a choice. It says future. It's a choice. But what choice do you want to make? Make this one. Something that happens sometimes is we get what's known as survivor's guilt. I know that I've felt that before. Survivor's guilt doesn't just happen when some tragic event happens, or it doesn't just happen when someone dies or something like that. Survivor's guilt can happen when we walk away from somebody who we wanted to help so much. I get the feeling that you wanted to help this person. This thing that was a distraction, you also loved them. So to go into this new period without them, it's a sad thing. But your guides, God, the expression of God that you are, because we all are the direct expression of God directly. If we didn't have God in us, we'd die now. I don't make the rules. It's not even die. We just wouldn't exist. You can feel that guilt and then drop it. Get back to the dinner table with your friends. Enjoy. You're going to do this part by yourself. You're ready. You're wise. You're a masculine energy. No matter how you identify, you have rugged, noble. It's very noble. Huh. Okay. Okay. It's very masculine. It's very noble. King of Cups, Hermit, King of Swords. Don't forget the plot. That's what this card is to me. Don't forget the plot line. There's a game playing out, and it's called your life. Emotions will come up. They'll try to scare you. I have one last card for you, and I'll tell you this. I created a system that's what I call shadow work on steroids. And it's entitled, it's a process, it's 4 weeks, and it's called Dom Your Demons. And we use neurolinguistic programming, brutal emotional honesty, like a lot of self-love, emotional inquiry, just like the King of Swords. We do these things and we come out of it feeling like masters of our shadow. Wouldn't hurt for you to check it out. Because this is what's waiting for you, baby. I love this card. Look how sexy this card is. It's waiting for you. You'll do it. My intuition is that you're going to do it. Now, if you can't afford coaching sessions, I do have sick merch. And out of all the piles, I feel like you would think my merch is the coolest, if I do say so myself. Anyway, I'm a new channel. My name is MIDAS MSL. This is Dom Your Demons Tarot. Thank you for joining me. We found out how you're going to get your peace of mind back. So I hope this helped. Many blessings. See you in the next reading.